Welcome back to our Regretful Parents series on YouTube. In this series, we dive into the wild, messy, and sometimes heartbreaking posts from parents who regret the gig. It's not about parent bashing, just a reality check before you sign a lifetime contract. I'm Erika.
And I'm Kristen.
Today we will be looking at a post on Reddit, and the headline was, "I really wanted this. To have a child to love." Always fascinating when people really want this and, put a lot of thought into it and then come to regret their choice.
Mm-hmm.
But let's dive in, shall we?
We shall.
They said, "I did IVF.
I spend tens of thousands of dollars on
Thousands of
this.
dollars. We started struggling as a couple right a couple months before our implantation. Really nasty conflicts and some decisions. We tried for years for a child, unexplained infertility, and me having a premature, really low ovarian reserve. I am talking 15 plus years difference. Do you know what low ovarian reserve is?
I mean, I would think it means she doesn't have as many eggs.
Okay. Interesting that you would put it that way and not just say eggs.
If you know, you
She
know,
said,
maybe.
yeah. We started as a happy couple wanting a child. Then something happened. I guess it was the conclusion of years of small conflicts. Anyway, I am in
Ooh.
toddlerhood now, and I struggle to be present with my child. It's interesting that she never says, she never explicitly says, "Oh, we had a child." Just the child suddenly appears.
Mm-hmm.
I struggle to be present with my child. I am a stay-at-home mom and realize I can't do this my whole life. It has been really bad for my mental health, especially since my husband does not respect me.
Oh.
Maybe he's right. Uh-oh.
About
Don't
what?
love that.
About what? Okay.
She says, "I used to have an education, a job that I quit to try for a baby, and I really want to be a healthy mom for my child to offer him a healthy lifestyle. But I struggle hard with everything, even spending time with my child that makes me want to alter my mental state with alcohol and other things, when I
Ooh.
never consumed anything other than coffee my whole life."
Oh.
Uh-oh. I think it's a combination of depression, marital problems. She said, "To say a glimpse, I don't actually care that he would cheat on me. It's that bad."
Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
She also has sleep deprivation and an absurd crush on some random stranger. I
Who
don't
is
know
the
if I
random stranger?
I know,
Let's
say
tap into
more.
that.
Tap into that.
What does that mean? Is that
What
like
does that
a
mean?
celebrity?
She met
Is
someone at
that
like
just
a
like,
coffee shop.
yeah, who is it? Okay.
I don't know if I regret having a child. I love him dearly, but it has been very hard recently, especially on my mental state. I probably need some support. Please be kind a bit. Thank you.
Oh, that's sad.
That is sad.
Initial reactions?
Yeah, I have a few. First, I know it should come as no surprise, but I do think we hear from so many moms, stay-at-home moms specifically, that being a stay-at-home mom is like horrible for your mental health. I wish that we did not always encourage this for moms. I mean, I guess it works for some people. Some people love it, but it seems more often than not, what we hear is being a stay at home mom is like horrible. The other big thing that I wanted to say was, it's always interesting to me when people are self aware enough to recognize that they're struggling with mental health and using substances like alcohol and other things to cope instead of talking to a mental health practitioner or a psychiatrist to get like medication that's actually going to help you, unlike alcohol, which we know can be really destructive.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then my last thing is, I'm just very worried for her relationship. Like, I don't know why she's still in this relationship when she doesn't even care. if her husband would cheat on her or doesn't respect her. Like, ladies, if your husband doesn't respect you, you don't have a marriage. Leave that man.
Yeah, there's so
Thoughts from
much
you?
wrapped up into this one, you know? Like, to me, it's very clear that maybe well, it's interesting because it started as little things that added up. To me, little things
Mhm.
are little things that can be resolved through a couples counseling, you know? Like
Mhm. Mhm.
communication. Now it seems like it's gotten to a point where she feels like it's almost like a point of no return. Like it's
Mhm.
gone too far for too long or something. But it is, and to your point, yeah, I'm curious what she means with some of this. Like, he doesn't respect me. What does that mean? Like, I want to know more because I can't offer any insight into like
Mhm.
what's going on.
Mhm.
Um, but anyway, obviously the answer always is therapy. It would be good if she got therapy with her husband to see if she like can repair this, because if she feels like she can't repair it, then what is the point? Like, why is she staying? Maybe he's
Why let
helpful,
yourself
like,
suffer?
but you know, maybe there's something else there that we just can't understand. Like maybe he's a really good father and so she's with them
Mm.
anyway. Like maybe she can't afford to like put the kid in daycare and go back to work or be a single mom. Like there's so many questions about like it's hard to
What's going
always
on?
hypothesize solutions to these situations because we don't have the full picture.
Mhm.
Um, but it does sound pretty bad. And it sounds like I feel like that's like the most heartbreaking part with regretful parents is when they really wanted it. When
Yeah.
they really wanted it and they went out of their way. And didn't she say their relationship started going bad before the implant? So it's like a couple months
Yeah.
before, like, why didn't they fix it then? Like, why did
Yeah.
they and I know a lot of people who have babies, they're like, "Oh, the baby will fix us, it'll bring us closer, da 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 da." But time and time again has proven that's not the case. Like, if you thought you
Yeah.
had stress before, you have more stress now. So, like, if you're thinking about having kids and your relationship isn't where you want it to be or in a healthy
Yeah.
place, you need to make sure you can get it there before the kid comes into the picture. Because now what? Now you're stuck.
Mhm. Mhm. Totally. I also sometimes, I mean, this is me being a little woo-woo, but I sometimes think our bodies are smart, subconsciously
Mhm.
smart. And sometimes when I read stories like this, I'm like, I feel like your body was trying to warn you. Something was wrong there and your body was trying to protect you and you pushed past your body's resources because of societal pressure or whatnot. And now you're dealing with the consequences.
I play that a lot in my head when people do IVF. I'm always like my instant reaction, my knee jerk reaction is like, should you have when like maybe there's woo woo world telling you maybe you should rethink this
Have
or maybe you
caution.
should adopt or do some other method of like growing your family. But then I immediately think of like the counterpoint to that, which is like, well, if you got cancer and you wanted life-saving medication, like you would do it. Like this is just a medical issue that just needs
Yeah.
intervention to be fixed. So but I hear you. Like cuz my
Yeah.
brain thinks like that too immediately. I'm always like, ugh, maybe should have thought about it a little bit harder than you did.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I still think it's a little different. Because it's
I
not
mean,
life-threatening.
there are very different medical
I
issues,
guess
you
I'm
know?
not opposed to IVF. I just think maybe if your body is struggling, take a beat and, like, consider moving inward for a little while, and then if you feel like you get I just think our society pushes people to have children so hard that when people get, like, a no, they're like, "I need to push the door down," instead of being
Yeah.
like, "Let me look
Yeah.
inward and then figure out what the next step is."
Right.
I think we rush it because we think, like, "I'm deserving of this thing. I have to have this thing. Society tells me I'll be fulfilled when I get this thing." And all of those things are ultimately lies.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yep, of
I don't know.
course. Yeah, and to be
Somebody
regardless of IVF, like, again, get your shit into a good place with your
yeah,
partner,
yeah,
like, if you're trying to have a baby, period.
yeah. Somebody said, "I'm sorry you're going through this. Whatever you do, do not have a second child. That will be the end of everything as you know it." And she said, "I
Mm,
actually did things to prevent a second child, even though I really would have wanted my baby to have a sibling. I have one that I have a good relationship with. but a second child would mean immense sacrifice about my life, and my marriage is really unstable. So, yeah, I think I should get back at a job, any job, but my child is still little. I want to get back into my field as soon as I can.
Okay. I mean, that's good. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, it feels like, which is
Yeah.
so sad again when, like, work becomes, like, the thing that you look forward to.
God, I hate when we hear that. That just
Mhm. Crushes my soul.
someone did say, "Are you seeing a therapist?" And she said, "I did at one point. She gave birth, so we stopped seeing. She wasn't the right fit anyway. I thought lately of getting some support, but since I am somewhat functioning, I was not sure if I needed it. Today has been a new low though." And the person
Mm.
said, "No offense, but you are not functioning. You sound like you are existing, maybe nothing more. I was in a terrible marriage and it impacted all of me for some time. Therapy was my single most important part of my recovery and getting back to who I am and finding joy." That's great.
Mm. Mhm. It's a
Any last
doozy of a
thoughts?
world. Nope.
If you like this episode, remember to like and subscribe. We have so much more coming in the Regretful Parents series. And if you want more, we have so much for you. We have an entire podcast about being child free by choice. You can listen to it anywhere by searching Dinky. You can also find us on Instagram, TikTok, and more at Dinky Pod. And if you're looking to make new child free friends, we do have a Patreon Discord and we also do group trips. You can visit dinkypod.com for more information.
Yes, you can,
Thanks.
baby. Don't get
Thanks, Dink
pregnant.
Squad. Don't get pregnant.